Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. This is, of course, a response to Astone08, as the title says. And, well, let's get to it. First of all, this video response is actually a week late, and, well, tough noogies. Anyways, who will make a bigger impact, Bret Hart or Hulk Hogan? And, well, the Monday Night Wars will officially start tonight. And, well, I had to make this video, and because I just can't wait. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see from both shows what we're gonna do. And I truly understand where you're coming from, Astone, but I just don't agree with you with the fact that Hulk Hogan is gonna make a bigger impact. And I know that we have to wait and see who's gonna make a bigger impact before actually criticizing what they're going to do because of their past records. I just think that Hulk Hogan won't make a bigger impact. That's what I'm thinking right now, and here are the reasons why. Let me ask you this, okay? If you had two friends coming over to your house, okay, and you only had chance to spend some time with one of them. You couldn't spend time with both of them because maybe they hate each other or, whatever. Just think of an excuse. And one of them you see every day. The other, you haven't seen him in a really long time, and you just want to connect again, and he just came from overseas, and you don't know when you're going to see him again. Who are you going to spend time with more? Well, your answer. Come on. Okay. Well, here's who I'm going to spend time with. The one that I'm not sure if I'm going to see again. Because let's face it, Bret Hart hasn't been a megastar in a really long time. The last time he's been close to that was in the 90s, and of course he was a WWF champion at the time. And I agree with you. I agree with you that Hulk Hogan is a bigger star than Bret Hart. But then again, he's been on TV 24/7. He's been on Gladiators. He had his own TV show. He had a spinoff for his daughter. He's appeared on movies. He's appeared on shows. He's done tons of stuff that, you can watch him at any time. And I think it's really pathetic, the fact that he just came back to his roots, quote unquote, and just went to TNA because he wanted to make an impact. He wants to make TNA bigger. Well, I don't buy that, because Hulk Hogan will do business for Hulk Hogan. He will never do business for someone else. He will not do anything unless it's good for Hulk Hogan. And I think it's the same thing for Bret Hart, because I think the reason why Bret Hart came back is because he's afraid of being forgotten. And he has stated that before. He's afraid of being forgotten, and that's one of the reasons why he made books. He agreed to make a DVD, and it's just the reason why he's still trying to be in the wrestling world, and that's why he accepted the Hall of Fame. And I truly believe that Bret Hart is also doing business for Bret Hart. He won't do business for someone else. And both of them, Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart, are big icons in the wrestling world, and everyone knows that. Every wrestling fan knows who Bret Hart is. Every wrestling fan who knows who Hulk Hogan is. And you're going to tell me that 12-year-olds don't know him? Well, guess what? 12-year-olds also buy the games. They buy the wrestling games. They buy the action figures. They see Bret Hart also. And I know they know Hulk Hogan more, but they've seen him a lot. So, again I ask, who would you rather see? A wrestling figure that you haven't seen in a really long time, or a wrestling figure that you know is going to be there tomorrow, or the day after that? So that's all I got to say about that. That Bret Hart is going to make a bigger impact no matter how short of a span he is going to be in WWE. And I think that will help WWE more, because people will keep on watching the Raws because they think that they won't see Bret Hart again, so those weeks are going to be the vital weeks for them. And I believe that most of the TNA fans are going to switch to Raw, because most of TNA fans, they want to see the old wrestlers again. Most of the TNA fans are really old people. And it's actually complete opposite of WWF, WWF/WWE, and their fans are, as people say, are consisted of teenagers and younger. Well, guess what? The guys, the teenagers and younger, are going to root for whoever the older guys are rooting for, because it's cool. It's a known fact that preteens are going to cheer for whoever the teenagers are going to root for, and the teenagers are going to root for whoever the older guys are going to root for, and so on and so forth. So it's just a cycle. It's just a cycle in the wrestling world. But in TNA, I think they have to do something really, really big to actually pull the wrestling fan base from WWE to TNA. And I think the way they should do it is by making it an alternative, a true alternative. Like, let Hulk Hogan come out and say, are you tired of seeing the same old 5 people in the same 5 matches, in the same 5 main events, in the same 5 pay-per-views with the same 5 moves? Well, guess what? We are the alternative. Okay? And just pull in a lot of wrestling fans. And the first hour is the most important hour. The second hour, you can just adapt to it, because the first hour is the crucial hour, because once you got the fans into your product, they will forget about the competition and will just keep on watching your product. It's just a known fact. And if they showed that they are a true alternative, and let the second hour be, you can bring out the big guns like AJ Styles, Motor City Machine Guns, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, etc., etc. If you bring them out in the second hour and make it look like they are the true alternative, with maybe a few old familiar faces, then it's fine, as long as you put over your talent in that time, because that night for TNA is going to be the proving grounds. They either go a huge step up or a huge step down, whatever. And that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about it. And I hope TNA does well. I hope WWE does well. I hope both of these companies do well, because it's like Coke and Pepsi. Without one, the other is just useless. So, with that being said, thank you for listening, and well, I'm not going to beg you to subscribe, but if you like my videos, then please. And thank you, and, well, dig it.